Hey everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. I'm so excited that you're here with me today for Color Splash 13. We are going to use the Arrange a Wreath bundle. I absolutely love this bundle and I really haven't got to use it very much yet. Here is our color combination. We have crushed curry, pumpkin pie, cherry cobbler, and early espresso. These are like the epitome of a fall color combination. I just think they're beautiful. By the way, if you hear birds chirping in the background and maybe a car driving by, it's because I have my windows open for a little bit of fresh air while I'm doing this voiceover. So I'm going to start out with stamping the little sign that's going to go on the card. And the reason I'm starting with this and setting it aside is because it needs to dry really, really well because I'm going to heat emboss on top of it. So I thought I would start out by doing that, and then that would give it time to sit and rest while I do the rest of this stuff. Okay, so today's video is long. It's like 25 minutes or something like that, and it's long on purpose because I want to catch up with everyone. So we've got our brushed metallic cardstock here, and I just wanted to show you that because we are going to use it as a little bit of a sneaky piece on this card, but it's so beautiful and I didn't want you to miss out on seeing it. So if it's something you want to purchase, there's a link below the video. In fact, there's links below the video for everything I'm using today, and if you want to pick up any of those products, you certainly can. Okay, let's see. We're going to use the Frost White shimmer paint. I'm using a little bit of water here, spritzing it on a clear block. And this is just going to help the paint move around a little bit more and kind of make it go a little further, if that makes sense. And then I'm just going to take and we're splattering it onto the wreath pieces. Now, I want to say this is inspired by my friend and amazing stamper, Wanda Guess. She is literally one of like the most talented people I've ever seen in my life when it comes to creating. She's just super, she can put colors together really well. She can really capture a feeling or an emotion in a card. It's really, she's amazing. So if you want to follow her, I'll put her information up here on the screen so that you can follow her on Instagram. She has an Instagram account and her pictures are absolutely stunning. So you can follow her on Insta. If you don't have an Instagram, start one. Sign one up. I will tell you, I have pretty much quit Facebook, but I am all over Instagram because it's a much happier place to be. So it just doesn't seem like there's as much junk on Instagram as there is on Facebook. So I really enjoy hanging out on Instagram. And I do still do Facebook for my business. Like I still like sharing with you guys, but I just don't do my personal Facebook feed anymore. I got off of that because I was so tired of all the goings-ons between all the different agendas everybody has and the politics and all of that. I was just done. I couldn't do it anymore. I hope somebody else feels the same way. You'll have to let me know in the comments how you guys are navigating social media, because I honestly think it's a place, if you aren't careful, you'll end up like getting really depressed and not even realize it because there's so much crap on there. So anyway, this technique here that I'm about to show you, you saw there that I squeezed the ink pad together. I did this in another video and somebody said these ink pads are harder to squeeze together than the old Stampin' Up! Ink pads, and you are correct. They are harder to squeeze together. I don't know why. They just are. So now I'm splattering the same color onto the same color. Monochromatic splattering. So this just is going to give that wreath piece just that much more interest. And you will see in some of the other ones that I have to actually use the paintbrush and paint it right on. This is an aqua brush, and these are Stampin' Up's new aqua brushes. And I have to say, once I figured out how to open the top of them, they twist opposite of what you would expect. I love them. They have a nicer bristle at the top. They just seem to splatter better. They seem to work better. I really, really like them. Okay, so as we splatter, I'm thinking I'll just tell you a little story times, a little bit. So first, let's do just a little bit of life catch-up in general. The kid is distance learning, you know this. Sometimes I have my nieces too, very rarely, but every once in a while I have them. And when I have them, it's interesting because I have to put one of them in my bedroom, one of them at the dining room table, and then my daughter is in her bedroom because they all have Zooms and stuff. So if they have Zooms going on, it's like, and they've all got it simultaneously, they have to be far enough apart that they can concentrate. And my house is small, y'all. It's a tuna can. So there is not a whole lot of options for spreading people out. But it's been working fine. Distance learning is going well for my daughter. She is a very dedicated, driven student. Oh, and by the way, to those of you who sent her a birthday card, thank you. That was very, very kind. She just turned 12, and she is such a good kid. She does her studies really well. I never have to stay on top of her about that. She really loves school, and she does wish that she was at school. However, the school that she will attend, if we ever get to go back, is a charter program. So she only goes 2 days a week, and then she's home 3 days a week. So the 2 days a week she goes, they do all of their lessons and everything, and then the other 3 days they are required to do their homework. So she likes it. She's really been enjoying it, and she is learning a lot and thriving and doing well. So it's kind of nice to see. I would love to know what some of your guys' distance learning experiences are. I have learned not to call it homeschooling because I'm not doing it. I'm not schooling her. I'm not teaching her. Her teachers are teaching her. And I basically am just the person that makes sure she has internet access and stays out of her way. I can't imagine having a little one right now, though. A 5 or 6 year old where you have to really help them through everything. That would be super tough. Or if you have a child with special needs, that would be incredibly difficult. So hats off to those mamas, because Lord help you. I'm sure that it is, each day is a challenge. So that's kind of what's going on at home. Husband is just working normal. Thankfully, he hasn't gotten called out to work any of the fires in California yet. But, I figured that could be in the future. So we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, everything's going good. Chickens are happy. Dogs are happy. We're just homebodies. So tomorrow, I'm recording this on Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, I will be going with my best friend to Grass Valley. Grass Valley is pretty far from me. It's like a couple hours. Not quite, maybe. But anyway, they have a cute little town there with lots of shops, and we are going to do it. We are going to go out. And I'm nervous about this because, I'm a germaphobe, right? So most of you who follow me already know that about me. And then because I have not gone anywhere or done anything in so long, besides going to families to visit, I feel weird about it. Like we're doing something we're not supposed to be doing, which is so sad that you would feel that way to go to shops. But of course, we'll be precautious. Her and I both are kind of in the same boat as far as how we feel about, wearing the mask, taking precautions, being careful. So that makes it easy to spend time with her because we're both at the same place with it. I have discovered that I have friends that are different you know, everybody's just navigating this differently, and that's okay. I'm not going to judge anybody for what they're choosing to do. But then as a result of whatever the person chooses to do, I have to make decisions that work best for me. So there's some families we've had to distance from because they aren't taking any precautions whatsoever. And I have family members who are very immune compromised. So I have to be careful. No one in my home per se, but people that we spend time with regularly. So I just feel like I need to be extra careful. So anyway, we're going to Grass Valley. We're going to go to shops, and I have a list. I want to find fall decorations. I have some, but I really want to go all out. I think I enjoy decorating for fall just as much as I enjoy decorating for Christmas. Yep, I think so. So I'm going to really get some cool fall decorations, and we have a beautiful porch on the back of our house, and I really want to decorate that up beautiful for fall. I've never decorated it before, so I think that that will be a lot of fun to do that. Okay, so you saw that I splattered, quickly back to the card, I splattered some colors onto the white card base where I'm going to adhere the wreaths, and I did not splatter cherry cobbler. There's a reason I did not want red on there. I don't know why. I simply do not know why. I just thought it would be overpowering. I was worried I'd get a big old blob of it and then it would mess everything up. So I just stopped with the 3 most fallish colors and left it at that. And now I'm just layering these wreaths one on top of another and trying to make sure the leaves don't line up so that you can see all the colors peeking through. So anyway, so Grass Valley is where we're going to go tomorrow. So then for fall, always, every year in fall, I try to make a trip to Apple Hill. Apple Hill is this really cool little place up the highway from us. It's quite a ways up the highway, actually. But they have apple orchards there, and as you know, apples are in season in the fall, and so they make apple pie and they make apple cider and they do all these amazing fun apple things. And so I am really looking forward to going to Apple Hill. If you followed me long enough, you know that I despise winter. I do not like it at all. And so for me, fall, I love fall, but fall is also my precursor to winter. So fall and I have a love-hate relationship. I love the colors of fall. I love the cool mornings where I can sit outside with my cup of coffee. I love most of the aspects of fall. I love. I don't like that it gets dark early, and I don't like that it's a precursor to winter. So you might think, well, you're in California. Do you really even have a winter? Probably not compared to the Midwest. Okay, I get it. But that being said, it's winter enough for me. There's no way in retirement I'm moving anywhere cold. I'll tell you that. Me and my husband have talked about leaving California when we retire and moving somewhere else. And there's no option for us except to move somewhere hot because both of us hate winter. Thank God. I am so happy we are the same in that department because so many couples I know are like opposites. One likes like water and sun and being out, and then the other one likes winter and cold and snow, and him and I are the same. We both like summer. We both like being on the water. We like going to the lake. We don't like winter. We don't like snow. We don't like being cold. So if we ever left, it would only be to move somewhere warmer, not colder, guaranteed. So here's where I was just checking to make sure that that embossing powder wasn't going to stick. And this is the little thing we stamped earlier. So now I'm going to take my Versamark ink and I'm going to stamp Give Thanks on this little board. However, the way I stamped it and then when I heat emboss it, I hated it. So I was going to cut this out of the video, but then I thought, I'm leaving it in because I wanted you to see what I did. And then I wanted you to see how I fixed it. And I wanted more time to chit chat with you, to be really honest. So I'm going to go heat emboss this. I'm going to go off camera and heat emboss this, but we're still going to chit chat. Okay. So yeah, so those are all of my like fall things, and gonna shop for some fall decorations. Might try to shoot some video out while I'm out and about shopping and maybe share that with you next week. I don't know for sure if I will, but I'm going to try. We'll see. I'm kind of weird. I'm kind of freaked out about doing that because I don't want to have people see me videotaping. I think it's kind of silly. So, we'll see. And then my husband has a whole list of chores he's going to do this weekend because he is going to stay home with the kiddo. And look what I just did. Even if I wanted to use it, I couldn't have because I just ran my hand through the embossing powder and smeared it everywhere. Okay, so we're going to restamp it, and then I have to go heat set the ink so that it doesn't stay wet. Because if I were to pour the embossing powder on that right now, it would just stick to that, and that would be that. There would be no way to get it off. So I'm going to heat set that, and then I'm going to stamp this again. And yeah, okay. So what else is happening? I can't really think of anything else particular that's happening right now. I will say that I got all of my paper party kits mailed, all of my club kits mailed, and so I'm getting ready to pick and design for September's club. And I got all of the people who won a Stampin' Cut emboss machine from me. I got all of those mailed. Or shipped. I ordered them and had them shipped. So those have gone out. There's like, I feel like this sense of freedom, of space to start creating more. So you may have noticed I've only had like one creative video up a week, and it's because I don't have enough help to do all of the things. Even when I have somebody like my friend Deborah, she's amazing and she helps a ton with my cutting and stuff. But there's still stuff I do that takes so much time. And a lot of that is spent dedicated to my team. I try really hard to do special stuff for my team, pay attention to them. And those are the people who just have purchased the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit from me, which, by the way, there's an awesome deal right now for the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit. So if you're interested in that at all, there's a link below the video to the blog post for today, and I do have information about it. But you basically get 2 free stamp sets, a pack of free rhinestones, and 16 card kits, in addition to $125 in product that you're going to choose from the starter kit. So if you want to purchase that to save money on all of your stamping supplies, I would recommend it. You get 20% off of all of your orders, and you get to be part of our group, and we have an awesome group. So anyway, I spend a lot of time doing stuff for them, special stuff that, requires me to be on the computer and doing kind of more administrative stuff. And then I have a business group that I teach in that is like a subscription group, and so I do that, and so that's got some administrative stuff tied to it. So there's just a lot of stuff that consumes my time that nobody sees. It's like the behind the scenes, and I've kind of been trying to show you guys that stuff lately in my YouTube videos, and honestly, I think I'm going to do more of it because y'all seem to really like it. I'm starting to wonder if you like that more than you like to see me make a card. So yeah, I'm got that. Oh, the other thing we're going to do this weekend, I'm sorry, this video is very rambly, so I just apologize in advance, but this is how I have to catch up with y'all. Sunday, we're going to go to Costco, and we are going to do a huge Costco haul. So I also might videotape some of that so that you can see what we're doing and what we get and share that with you, because I don't know, it's kind of fun to like see. I love watching hauls. I love it. I love watching haul videos of what people shop for, why they buy what they buy. I am newly obsessed with 2 YouTube channels. I'll link to them below the video. Our Tribe of Minnie and She's in Her Apron. They are so good, and I love them. So those are two channels I've been watching a lot lately. Okay, really quick to the card. Do you see the difference in how the sign looks? Like when I stamped it the first time, that give was on one of those lines, and it made it weird. The only problem with how I stamped this now is that I have to then move I have to put something below the give thanks, because then it looks totally weird because it should be centered. But if I centered the sentiment, then it had that white line going through the give and it looked really weird. So this is my solution, is to add some little flare to the bottom of the sign, and it worked fine. Hindsight, honestly, I wish that I would have figured something different out to put the sentiment on, because I'm not crazy about the little stuff at the bottom of the sign. I really wanted it to be cleaner and more simple, but it is what it is. You know me, I'm a clean and simple girl. I don't like a lot of mush and moosh and crap all over the place. I like simplicity, white space, focal points. That's me. That's how I roll. So anyway, yeah, those two YouTube channels are really good. And so we are doing a Costco haul on Sunday. Monday, everybody has the day off. Well, not me. I'll be working. But my husband and my daughter have the day off because it's Labor Day. And let's see, what else? That's it. We are almost done with this card. There isn't much else to do to it except add it to the card base and then add this to the front. How do you like the card? Do you like how it turned out? I love it. I love how it turned out. Oh, I know something else new that I've done lately is my nails. Did you notice them? Okay, let's talk about this for 5 seconds. I decided to purchase all of the dip powder stuff. Have you guys seen this? It's like powder you dip your fingernails into, and then it covers your nails, and you add these different things to the top of it, and it hardens it, and whatever. Anyways, and we're using these fun sequins, by the way. So I do the dip powder stuff, and it was a freaking mess. It was everywhere. My hands were stained from the color. It was a nightmare. But they're staying on really good. The powder. I think it's one of those things I'll get better at it with time. The more I do it, the better I'll get at it. There's definitely way more filing involved to make sure that they're shaped right. So I struggled a little bit with that. But overall, I feel like they turned out pretty darn good for my very first time out of the gate. It could have been a lot worse, for sure. I'm using my take your pick tool here, by the way, to put sequins down, and I decided the whole wreath needed sequins. So I went in and grabbed those and started arranging them all around the wreath, which I feel like was the perfect addition to finish this card off, was adding the sequins. Okay, so yeah, that's it. There's really nothing else I have going on. I'm working really hard towards an end of the year goal to achieve $100,000 in sales. I've never done that before, very far from it, and I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I think it could be shy just a little bit. I tried really hard with my August promotion to hit it, and I didn't quite pull it off. But, you know, neither here nor there. I am excited for the Stampin' Up! Year that I had. So Stampin' Up! Runs September 1st through September 30th, just in case you were... October 1st through September 30th. So our fiscal year is a little bit different than like a regular calendar year. And so our year will be ending September 30th. And I am super excited about how I'm ending this Stampin' Up! Year. I do this for a living, and my family depends on the income I make, and I really don't want to ever have to go get a regular job, because I've done those and I'm miserable when I do them. So this is like the best thing that could ever happen to me. I love what I do. I love sharing with you guys. I love the work that I do. I love teaching people things. I love the time I spend with my team and teaching them how to run their own businesses. Because honestly, from a female perspective, I just think it's so neat when women empower women and we're able to connect and help lift each other up and teach each other what we know, because there's plenty of success and room for everybody out there to have success doing what they love, and be it Stampin' Up or whatever else. And so my mindset has always been and will always be to help people as much as I can, because I believe that's what we're all meant to do. We're on this planet to help each other. So I've been very excited to see some of my team members really grow this year and have their own businesses kind of take off. And now getting close to achieving this monumental goal that I have is pretty exciting too. Oh, I love this card. I just love how it came together. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. I know your time is valuable, and I know that you choosing to spend it with me means something. I always try to read all of your comments. I try to at least like them if I can't respond to them. So drop me a comment, say hello, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.